Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is gonna be a shop my stash, and yeah, you know, the usual. We're gonna go through whatever is in here. I think I used everything at least once, so we're gonna pull stuff out and I'll put everything away, and then we'll go ahead and shop my stash for new items to use for the next, I don't know, 2 weeks probably. If you're new to my channel, I hope you do subscribe, and please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy shop my stash videos, or if you enjoyed this video while you're watching it. Now let's go ahead and get into it. I think a lot of the stuff is gonna come out because I did use it all except the lipsticks. These are the ones that I haven't used yet. Everything that I use is in this little baggie. We'll talk about those, and then yeah, let's go ahead and do it. The first item in here was the Huda Beauty Pound Cake. I am gonna go ahead and pull this guy out. I do really enjoy it, and it sets my makeup beautifully. It especially under my eye, I do really enjoy it. I'm gonna pull it out. The same with this Dermablend Professional Illuminating Banana Powder. I do like this guy under my eyes. That's how I usually use it. I have two CoverGirl powders here, one for under my eye and one to set all over the face. I do really like these, so I'm gonna pull these out. And then the last powder I had in here is the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I'm gonna pull it out as well. This is a really reliable powder. You know, it's hyped up for a reason. Okay, for bronzer, I had the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Give Me Sun in here. This was like a kind of like a surprise product. I did really enjoy it. It looks just so natural, like you actually were out in the sun and, you know, got a color like that. I did really like it. And then the other powder or bronzer I had in here is by Gucci, and this is Eclat Soleil, and this is the shade 03. Beautiful bronzer. I do really enjoy it. I like the smell of it too. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. I had some bronzers that are back in there. I did have a contouring palette. Actually, let me pull it out. Oh, it's here. So the contouring palette that I had in here is the Kokie Professional Contour Palette. This thing is amazing. I really have been enjoying it. I'm mainly using this this shade. This one and this one are the two, but this is mainly the one that I'm using. And I did use both of these highlighting powders. I love the quality of this things, like really. I am definitely impressed by this. I am gonna go ahead and pull it out though. I don't normally contour on every day-to-day basis, so if I need to reach for it, I'll just allow myself to open my door and pick it up. So she's coming out. There were also some bronzers in the MAC palette, so we'll talk about those in a minute. For highlights, I had the Catrice Cosmetics Sungasm Face and Body Highlighter. Wow, this guy is intense. This is blinding. I loved it. Like, oh my gosh, the formula is so nice. The color is really nice. I would highly recommend this. It was sold out for the longest time, and I know why. Really enjoyed that. By MAC, I have the Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Double Gleam. This is so pretty. I mean, I've wanted it for a long time, and I finally picked it up. So I do really enjoy it. It's beautiful, except mine is broken. I also had in here the Milk Makeup. This is the shade Lit. Flex highlighter in the shade Lit. It's just so beautiful. It's also pretty blinding too. Most of the highlights I had this time around were blinding. Now for the Dior Rouge Blush, the Golden Nights, whatever. I did use this guy as a highlight because it is that yellow shade. You know, or like yeah, it's more yellow, like so the way that I just figured out how to use this one and having like a BAM highlight, not just a blah highlight, is to apply it after I apply my setting spray. I'll just use my finger, pick up a little of this product and tap it on the high cheeks of my high points of my cheeks. It's so beautiful. I'm really happy I was able to make it work because I honestly did not feel like returning it, taking it back to Macy's. So this guy coming out as well. These are blushes. I have blushes in there. Do I have any other highlights sticking? No, I have two face palettes we'll talk about after the blushes. By Laura Mercier, I had the blush color infusion, and this is the shade Peach. I only used this one time. It's really pretty. I had no problems with it. I just had so much in here that I couldn't, you know, get too much use out of it, but I am gonna pull it out. Okay, the cream blush by Fenty Beauty. Ooh, this is so beautiful. I tried it both ways. I applied it with my finger and like you know, pick up the product with my finger and tap it on my cheeks. That worked really well. And I also applied it with the sponge. Like I went straight into here with a sponge and blended out. Worked really beautiful too. I did really like it. I have really been enjoying cream products. I had the Sicily blush in here. This is just stunning blush. It's so easy to use. The color is just beautiful. It makes me happy looking at it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. And then the last item in here is the Nabla Skin Glazing and Privilege. Wait, this is the only one I did not use. So this is gotta stay. I thought, yeah, I did not use this guy. So it's gotta stay in here for one more week or round. The face palettes, I had the MAC, this was holiday last year? 2019. Now last year's 2020. It's 2019. It's just so beautiful. This highlighter here is so stunning. This one is one of my favorite kind of like unique shade highlighters. I do really enjoy it. I'm gonna go ahead and get it out. The other face palette I have this one, and then I have a blush palette. The Hourglass, what is this one? Ambient Lighting palette. This is the Dim Edit palette. It's so pretty. I mean, I use this one as a finishing powder. This is Dim Light, Incandescent, I think. Incandescent, Electra, and Euphoric Strobe. This is a beautiful blush. I do have it in a full size. So I kind of like, kind of irks me that I did that. I could have picked up a different palette that I didn't have any of the shades in, but I don't have those two, so maybe I'll go ahead and pass on the full size of these that I do have. And then the highlight in here is just really beautiful. So actually it does actually show up, and again, if I apply it on top of my setting spray, it just shows up even more. I'm gonna get it out. And then for the blush palette, the Pure Barbie, oh my god, this is intense. This is pigmented. I have to be very careful when I use this guy. I used 1, 2, 3 of the shades. I did not use this one or these two, but I used these 3 in here. Whew, they're beautiful, but very pigmented. A little bit goes a very long way. I have to be very careful when I apply it to my skin. Even if I pick up only a little tiny bit with my brush, when I apply it to my cheeks, I have to be sure of where I place it. If I place it too low, it's pretty much like there, you know, like, so I have to be very careful with it, but it's beautiful. Let's talk about the eyeshadow palettes. Yes, I had 4 in here. The Pat McGrath Sublime Eye Ecstasy eyeshadow palette. This was sent to me by my friend Mariela. She's here on YouTube. I used every single shade in here. It's a really beautiful palette. I did have to reach in for like one of these other palettes. I actually reached in for the Sigma for a matte shade, but everything in here I was really pleased with. I did really enjoy it. Now the Sigma Untamed palette, I used every single shade in here. It was my goal for 2020 is to do the hashtag 365 days of eyeshadow, which I haven't done any intro for yet, which I should very soon. It will be on Instagram. So I'm gonna use every single shade in all of the palettes, or whatever palettes I select in that project. I used every single shade in here. This is a stunning palette. The formula is amazing, and the brushes, or the brush, the dual-ended brush, I did really, really enjoy. So I feel very happy with the fact that I use all of the shades in these palettes. Next is Dominique Cosmetics, and this is the Celestial Storm. This is just a beautiful palette as well. One day I used all 4 of these shades in one eye look. Today I'm actually wearing all 4 here, which is the eyeshadow look that I'm wearing in my low buy intro, these 4, and then the other day I used all 4 of these. It's you know, this pushes me out of my comfort zone. I don't wear color usually. I'm more of a neutral, especially warm tone neutral, so this definitely pushes me out of my comfort zone, and I do like having that in my collection. So here's that one. And then the last eyeshadow palette I had in here is the Smoky Soiree by Dose of Colors. You guys, I love this thing. I love Dose of Colors formula. I used every single shade in here as well in both of my December empties and my my last haul of 2020. I was wearing this palette. I applied this color all over my lid. I darkened my lower lash line and my like a faux wing with this black. I applied this one all over the lid. That's like the main look that I use this for. If you want to like see what look I created with it, check out those videos. I love it. I love their formula. Probably one of my, I can't say my favorite brand, one of my favorite brands for eyeshadows. Now let's talk about primers and mascaras and all that. Here's what I had in here. These two can, no, not this one, this one and this one can come out. These are the mascaras that are currently on rotation, and this brow pencil can come out. So black eyeliner, I'm just gonna pull it out. Dose of Colors glitter liner. This is so pretty. Again, I did wear it in one of my videos. I really enjoy glitter liners. And LA Girl Shady Slim brow pencil. I like those. They're just a little waxy, so they go by really quick, which is fine. For primers, was this the only primer I had in here? I think I had the Smashbox Mindful 5, which is now in a project. Smashbox Photo Finish primer, pore minimizing primer. A foil sample, like one of those foils, made me buy this guy. I really enjoy it. Ooh! Bringing it out. The single shadow that I had in here is this Marc Jacobs sequence. One day I just applied this all over the lid and just slightly blended into my crease, and that was my whole look. So pretty. The concealers I had in here, I had the Hourglass Vanish concealer in the shade Sepia, and I had the Dior Forever Skin Correct in shade 2W. I do really like both of these. I am gonna pull them out. Foundations, I have the Dior Forever Skin Glow foundation. This is in the shade 2N. Oh my gosh, this is a beautiful foundation. It just it's like the perfect medium coverage for me. Like, I like that type of coverage, so I do really enjoy it. And then this e.l.f. Camo CC cream, I have it in the shade 280N. I could have went a little bit lighter, but the coverage on this guy is insane. This is definitely full coverage. They recommend using like that one brush, which I did not pick up, or they said you can use the Camo concealer sponge, which I do have. I did not try it with the Camo concealer sponge. I just used a regular, like a beauty blender to apply it. I did like it a lot more that way than applying it with a like a dense brush. I probably should have picked up that little fluffy brush that they came out with for it, but it's okay. I have enough brushes. But I would highly recommend this one if you like that full coverage. It lasted really well all day, even though with wearing like a mask on, like putting a mask, it lasted really, really well and looked really beautiful. Just the shade is a little bit dark for me. Like, I had to bring it down my neck quite a bit. The setting spray I had in here is the All Nighter by Urban Decay. This is just a staple. I do really like it. Now from these lippies, I'm keeping this one in here because I loved it. This is the Pat McGrath Matte Trance, and this is the shade Christy. I really enjoyed this lipstick. I really like the color, so I'm keeping this one in here. But the rest of these lippies I'm gonna pull out. Let me just show them to you real quick. So I'm pulling out these ones. Here we go. Quite a few. I used quite a few. the other Pat McGrath one that I picked up during her sale. This is Venus and Furs. I'm gonna pull it out. It's really beautiful color, a little bit more on the mauve-y side. By Smashbox, this is the Always On liquid lipstick. This definitely pushes me out of my comfort zone because it's very vampy. I don't usually wear very vampy lip colors, but I did use it, and I'm happy that I actually reached for it. By Too Faced, this is the shade Candy Cane. Again, in my low buy intro, I'm wearing this lip color. It's so beautiful. By Fenty Beauty, this is Mademoiselle, and the shade is Madame. I really like this color. The color is really beautiful. Like, this is right up my alley, red. It just transfers so easily, so I had to be very careful. I wore it on Christmas Day, so it was really pretty. The lip liner I had in here is by Bite, and this is the shade 78. That's perfect for this and this. The lip glosses I had a liquid lip. This is by Colourpop, and this is the Luxe Velvet, and this is the shade Le Bourge. This is really pretty, very comfortable formula. And then the two lip glosses I had that I did use, one by Pat McGrath, and this is Carnal Desire, and the other by Dose of Colors, and this is the shade Moi. This is their mini Mickey collection. I do like both of them. I love Dose of Colors. I actually do have an affiliate code with Dose of Colors, $15 off your purchase. It's in the description box if you're interested. Now, let me go ahead and clean up this big mess, and then let's shop my stash for new items. We'll start with actually makeup from the new drawers, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and shop my stash for new items. I'm gonna start with the new makeup drawers. I do have more makeup that I recently picked up. Again, if you watch my haul, you'll see that they're not all in here yet. I don't want it to be overwhelming, so a little bit at a time. Anyway, we're gonna start with here. I'm gonna start with foundations. I have a lot of new foundations. But I think the one that I'm gonna pull in first is gonna be this L'Essentiel by Guerlain. I do really like this foundation, so I do want to use it. I'm gonna pull this one out, and then the other foundation that I'm gonna pull in, I think I'm gonna go ahead and give this Flower Beauty one, the Get Real Serum Foundation, a shot. Do I want to do this, or do I want to use an older foundation? Maybe I'll do an older foundation. Maybe I don't get this one. Maybe I don't pull this guy in yet. Yeah, let's not do that. Not yet. I do want to pull in this Huda Beauty Tantour Contour and Bronzer. This was on my wish list for the longest time, so I do want to use it. I want to try it out. For eyeshadow palettes, I think I have a couple in here. I have the Ornate. I have the Child by Colourpop or Mandalorian. I have this one by Lime Crime. This was sent to me by my friend Mariela for Christmas. This is the Greatest Hits Bangers. Bangers, okay. I think I'm gonna pull this in for sure. And I do have one from the other drawer in here that I really want to pull in as well, so I'm gonna pull in these two. I think I'm gonna hold on to these ones until a different time, because I do want to pull in one of my older palettes. Not sure which one yet. Maybe I'll have to do a random number generator to decide which one I'm gonna pull in from the older ones, but I'm gonna hold on to these ones for a different day. I have a couple lippies in here that I should probably start playing with. The first one being this set. I wanted to pull it in last time, but I ended up not doing it. This is by Rare Beauty, and this is the lip balm and the cheekers, like a liquid cheek thing. So I'm gonna bring that in. I'm gonna bring in this Bobbi Brown Crushed Oil Infused Gloss. This is in the shade Hot Streak. It's kind of like an orangey shade. I think I'm gonna pull this one in, or well, red. I'm gonna pull this one in. My friend Mariela also sent me a couple lip colors, so let's see, which one do I want to do? I'm gonna pull in one of these, maybe this one. This is the shade, oh my goodness, I can't read it, Razzle Rose. Dazzle Rose, Dazzle, yeah, this one. Let's do this one, looks pretty. I'm gonna bring in this one. Ooh, I forgot I have the Sassy Siennas in here. That can wait. Okay, how about, maybe we do more lippies. That's only 2 lippies. Are there any in here? Yeah, there are. Okay, the next drawer down. Okay, I do have some lippies in here. I have these 2 by MAC. One is in the shade Ladybug and one is in the shade Chili. I'm gonna do Ladybug, and I'm gonna do this one. This which one is this? This is Hot Toddy by Too Faced. This is the melted matte. I'm gonna do this one. Okay, what's in here? 2 more eyeshadow palettes in here. Primers. I think, oh, I have this concealer by MAC. This is the Prolong Wear Concealer. I'm going to do this one. Let's pull it in. Maybe I'll pull in the Prolong Wear Foundation too. Let's do that one. And for primer, I do want to try this one. I kept hearing some good things about it. This is the Beauty Blender Opal Essence Primer. I'm going to do this primer. For setting sprays. For a setting spray, I think I'm going to give this one a shot. It's been a long time since I used it. This is by Jane Ardell, and this is the Pumice Hydration Spray. I'm gonna try this one. If it doesn't work very well as a setting spray, I have 2 in my project pans that I can reach for, but at least I can try it to see if my, you know, like how it works with my powders. So let's do this guy. For primers, this is recently in there. Let's see, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull in, let's give this one a shot, the Vitamin Glow Smashbox, like by Smashbox. I'm gonna try this one, and I'm gonna, well, I have 2 primers, this one and the one by Beauty Blender, so that should be enough. Yeah, that's enough. I'm gonna go ahead and get 1 more eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna try to do a random selection eyeshadow palette. So let's do that. So by doing the random number generator, I got number 32. Let me see what palette that is. That would be the Colourpop Butter Me Up eyeshadow palette. Which one is that? Who knows? I don't even remember. Colourpop Butter Me Up. Colourpop Butter Me Up. Not these. Oh, this one. Oh, that's a pretty palette. Okay, not mad about it. So this is the Colourpop Butter Me Up eyeshadow palette. This is a beautiful palette. I remember when this came out and I really wanted it and I couldn't find it at Ulta, and I went to like 3 or 4 different Ultas trying to find this thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this guy in, and you know, why not? Maybe I'll pick up one more palette. Do I want to? I think I do. I'm kind of feeling this one by this is such a beautiful palette. Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful palette. This is the Full Moon palette, Orb of Light. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one in. Yeah, I'm gonna pull this one in. Now let's go ahead and pick out the other foundation. Okay, so the other foundation that I thought I was gonna pull in is the MAC Studio Fix. Wait, this is Studio Fix. This is not Prolong Wear. Oi. What concealer do I have? Oh, I have MAC Prolong Wear concealer. Doesn't matter. I don't think it does. Let's pull in this one by MAC. It's been a long time since I used it anyways. So we'll pull that guy in. I do have the, oh, this is Studio Fix too. Why did I think I had Prolong foundation? This is NC20. This is a stick one, but I think I'm gonna keep it with that one. For concealer, other than the Prolong Wear, let's get one more concealer. Ay, this is intense in here. Oh boy. Let's see, which one do we want to pull in? So many options. So many options. I think I'm gonna do the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate. I'm gonna do this one. It's been a while since I used it, so let's reach for this one. This is in the shade C5. Okay, that's it from this drawer. Oh man, I need a better setup for concealers. Let's pull in a couple powders. I didn't pull in any powders so far. Alrighty, you guys, for powders. When I filmed my powder declutter, these were kind of like on my I'm not so sure about them list. This is the Joa Selfie Ready setting powder, and this is in the shade Peach, and I have one in the shade Banana. I feel like I want to pull both of them in. I want to see how the peach works under my eyes. See if it's a good, like, does it work well? Does it not? And if I don't like it, I'll have the banana because I know the banana works well. So I'm going to do both of these because, again, I don't know what I think about the peach and it might be a declutter. So I'm going to do that. I know it sounds kind of like, wow, you're pulling in so many. But there's a reason why I'm going to do it that way. Now for all over the face kind of setting powder, I'm going to go with... haven't used this one in a while. This is the Peach Perfect by Too Faced, so I think I'll pull in this one. And I do want to get in, I always like to have a pressed powder in for all over the face, so I will go with, I'm gonna do this guy. This is one of my favorite powders. This is the Maybelline Super Stay Butter Skin, and this is in the shade 20, which is Classic Ivory. I'm gonna pull in this powder. I think that should be good. Again, if like for some reason things did not work out during the week or anything like that, I'll of course get back in here and pull something else in. For a finishing powder, let's see, have I gone through all of them? I think I've gone through all of them already, so we might be starting from the beginning. How about we pull in a... Don't do this one? Let's do this one. This is the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, and this is in the shade Illuminating Mineral Veil. So I'm going to do this guy. Now for a single eyeshadow, let's see, what do I want to pull in? Ooh, I'm gonna go with the eyeshadows, the Super Shock shadows that I picked up when I picked up that Butter Me Up palette. So here they are. Is it this one? Not this. I know it was this one. So I'm gonna do this one. This is in the shade Chrysalis. There were only 3 of them, not 4. It's not this one, so it's these 3, these 2, and then this one. I'm gonna pull them in with it. Why not? You know, I never reach for these, and I should. One is Voila, yeah, must be Voila, Chrysalis, and Indio. We're gonna do swatches of everything when we put stuff back in the drawer, so we'll do that. And then my eyeliners now live in here, which is amazing because I can actually reach for them a little bit more. I want something purpley. I don't have that many purple eyeliners, but I know I have a couple. I have this one by Sephora. So I will pull it out. I'll pull it in. This is the Sephora waterproof eyeliner, and the shade is... what shade is it? Love Affair. So we'll do this one. Now let's go ahead and pull in a face palette. Okay, for a face palette, the options are endless, my friends. Let's see, what have I not used in a long time? What do I like? A lot of things. Face palette. I think I am gonna reach for one of my Smashbox face palettes. I have 4 of them. I have the Ablaze, I have the Cali Contour, this was a holiday one, Sculpting Cheek Palette, and the Cali Kissed. Not Cali Kissed. This one would be a good one. I think I'm gonna do this guy. This is the Sculpting Cheek Palette, Drawn In, Decked Out. It's a beautiful palette. So I think I'm gonna do this one. Let's get her in. Okay, that was easy. Thought it was gonna be a lot harder. I know I haven't filmed my face palette collection video yet. I will be coming at some point, and I do need to do a lip declutter. So that at some point they're coming. Let's do a couple bronzers. So I only pulled in the Huda Beauty, the Tantour, and that Cali, not Cali, the Smashbox palette, which has a contour, a bronzer, highlights, and 2 blushes. So I can pick some bronzers. You know, I'm giving myself the permission to do so. Where do we want to begin? How about we pull in, I think I'm gonna bring in, I'm gonna do this one. This is the Morphe Glam Bronze, and the shade is Icon. This is a really beautiful bronzer, so I'm gonna bring that in. I will also bring in, ooh, let's do these two. This one and this one. This is the Maybelline City Bronzer, and this is the shade 200. And I'm gonna pull in the Too Faced Bronze and Poreless. I love this bronzer, the Pore Perfecting Bronzer. So I'm gonna pull in these two. I think that's it for bronzers. Let's go ahead and do blush. So even with a blush declutter, I'm still here. Situation is intense in here, but it's okay. I love blush. Who doesn't? Except every time I try to shop my stash for a blush, I go crazy. I haven't used this one yet. I swatched it in my blush collection video. This is the Blush Up blush palette. The shade is Blushing by Cookie Cosmetics. So I'm gonna do this one. And I would really like, one of these, this guy. This is Seychelles. This is by Buxom, and these are the Wonderlust blush, one of the primer infused blushes. And I would like one more, honestly. And what's the one more? Which one is it gonna be? Which one will it be? I think I'm gonna do this one, the LA Girls Just Blushing in the shade Just Peachy. I remember this was a really nice blush. It's been a while, so maybe I should pull it in. A lot of blush options because there's 2 blushes in that Smashbox palette, but okay, no judging here. We're all friends. These were just in my Shop My Stash. Okay, not sure where to begin here. Yeah, I'm not sure where to go from here. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do Jouer in the shade Rose Quartz. Yes. I'm gonna pull in this guy. Next, let's pull in, I'm gonna pull in this one. Did I have it in there recently? I can't remember. This is by IBY, and this is the shade Private Jet. How about I do this one? This is by Laura Geller, and this is Gilded Honey. I do want one more. I want something a little bit lighter. A little bit lighter. You know, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull in the Anastasia Amerzi highlighter. I think. This one? Or should I pull in this guy? It's been so long since I used this Pretty Vulgar one. Packaging is so pretty. It's definitely lighter. Shimmering Swan. I think I'll do Shimmering Swan. It's been so long. I know I definitely like this one, so we'll do that one, the Shimmering Swan. Is there anything that I'm missing? I don't think so. I think we're good with that. I think that's yeah, I think I'm good with that. I'm trying to fit these in here, but I can't. Maybe I do the cream one that my friend Valerie sent me. This is the RMS Beauty, and this is Magic Luminizer. I'm gonna pull this guy in as well. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back in the drawer, and then let's do swatches, the fun part. Okay, so now everything is in the drawer. Let's go ahead and talk about everything and we'll do swatches. We'll start with powders. I have both the Joa Selfie Ready setting powders. One is in banana and one is in peach. I do have the illuminating powder, Illuminating Mineral Veil by Bare Minerals. I have the Better Skin by Maybelline and the Too Faced Peach Perfect powder in here. For bronzers, I have the Huda Beauty Tantour, and this is the shade Fair. Do I want to do a little swatch? I haven't dipped my fingers in this guy. Okay, ooh, okay, very creamy. Oh, nice. Okay, my hand was a little wet and I did not want to over apply, so there's that. I'm looking forward to trying that. The other bronzer I have is by Too Faced. This is Bronzed and Poreless. Really like this one because I could just go heavy-handed and I'm fine. I have the Maybelline City Bronzer in the shade 200. Okay, oh, that barely shows up on my skin, but I know it works on my face. And then the other bronzer that I have is this guy by Morphe, and this is the shade Icon. Here's that one. I really like this bronzer. And there's bronzers in the Smashbox palette, which we will talk about in a few. For blushes, I pulled in the Buxom Primer Infused Blush in Seychelles. I wasn't sure how to use this guy like when I did my ooh, that's so pretty. My blush collection video. It's pretty intense actually. So there's that one. The other blushes in here, I have one by LA Girls, and this is Just Peachy. I do like my peachy blushes. These are amazing blushes by LA Girl. So there's that one. What other blushes? I have this cream blush by Rare Beauty, which I haven't swatched yet, and this is the shade Bliss. I think this is one of the matte creams. Oh, okay. Looks like something that I can definitely layer. So there's that one. And then the blush palette by Kokie Cosmetic, Kokie Professional. I always call it Kokie Cosmetics. It's not Kokie Cosmetics, Kokie Professional. Let's swatch these. Really pretty blushes. Formula kind of looks like this one, no? So, and then there's blushes in the Smashbox palette, which we'll swatch in a little bit. For highlighters, we have a lot of options. By Pretty Vulgar, and this is Shimmering Swan. This came in a BoxyCharm a long time ago when I had BoxyCharm. It's pretty. It's really pretty. So there's this one. There's Nabla, and this is the shade Privilege. Can't believe I didn't use this one last time. There it is. Ooh, so pretty. By Jouer, this is Rose Quartz. These are intense by Jouer. They're like blinding. That is such a beautiful highlight. And I have 3 more. We have Gilded Honey by Laura Geller. This, I remember when this was all the rage on YouTube. For a good reason. I love the formula and the shade of this guy. And then by IBY Beauty, I have Private Jet. This is such a unique color. It's really pretty. There it is. And the cream one is by RMS Beauty, and this is the Magic Luminizer. Ooh, that's so beautiful. Nice. I'm looking forward to trying this guy. That's it for highlights. That's it. That's a ton of highlights, but that's it for highlights. Now let me go ahead and swatch that Smashbox palette for you. So this is the Drawn In, Decked Out Contour, Blush, Highlighters palette. So here's the contour, here's the bronzer. These are highlights. Oh, that is like an actual face highlighter. Okay, here they are. I really like the formula of these Smashbox palettes. And then let's swatch the blushes and this highlight. Here they are. Ooh, that's a beautiful highlight. There There we go. That's so intense. Okay, moving right along. Should we do the eyeshadow palettes? I guess we should. Yeah, let's do the eyeshadow palettes. I pulled in 4. I know, crazy, right? But I have been trying to use every single shade in all of the palettes that I own. So hopefully I'll stick to that trend. We'll start with this big guy. This is by Lime Crime. This is the Greatest Hits Bangers. Again, my friend Mariela sent me this for Christmas. I'll have Mariela's channel in the description box. She does Shop My Stash videos and panning videos. You would love her channel. Where do I want to begin? Ooh, I want to do this shade. It's called Pigeon. I'm gonna try this one. This is called Myth. Let's do Muse. Ripe. Okay. Ooh, that's beautiful. I don't know which palette that's from, but that is so beautiful. Wow, okay, I'm really happy. Their formula is pretty amazing, but it definitely stains. So here's that. Let's do a couple more shades. Let's do Mustard because, well, why not? How about we do Radiant? Beam. I know what palette that is, what palette that's from, because I have that palette. That's 3, I want to say. And about Flora. Definitely out of my comfort zone here. Okay, let me see. Here they are. Well, I'm excited. I'm really excited for this palette. Let's move on to a different eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna have to use every single shade in here. How many shades are in here? 9, 18. Wow, 18 shades. Okay, I can do it. I can do it. By Color Drain, this is the Beauty Rust palette. This was sent to me by my friend Valerie. I was definitely spoiled by my friends. So let's do a couple of these shades. I'm gonna do this one. Dusk. I haven't tried Color Drain eyeshadow formula before. Ooh. Pretty. Look at this color. Wow, that's pretty. Should we do the other ones? I mean, the other shades? Look, my fingers are stained from Lime Crime. Okay, let's do the other ones. Why not? We'll do this one, and this one. I know, I skipped, but it's okay. Here they are. Again, really looking forward to playing with this guy. The other 2 palettes, I have the Butter Me Up by Colourpop. I wanted this baby so badly. I want to swatch it. Yeah, I do. I'm gonna do this guy. This is the shade Fleet. Let's do this one, Paradiso. Paradiso? Oops, I don't know. Hopefully I did not butcher that one. I always like a black, and this is the Night Dream. It looks like it has shimmer in it. It looks really cute. And how about we do one of those glitters? This is Island Hopping. Oh my gosh, that is definitely a pressed glitter. I will need some glitter glue for that. Oh, maybe that was a bad idea to swatch. Ooh, look at that. My lids are gonna be so shiny. Whew. Beautiful. Here's that black with a little bit of shimmer. Here's I don't know, can't remember the names, but here's the other 2. Pretty, very pretty. Since we swatched these, let's go ahead and swatch the 3 Super Shock shadows that I purchased with this palette. So this one is Voila. Well, these still pretty good formula. I mean, pretty good, then not dried out, maybe because I haven't opened them. So there's this one. So beautiful. I love these kind of like, well, I love shimmery lids. This is the shade Chrysalis. Okay, a little bit of lackluster shade. Maybe with some Guerlain, this will be pretty. And then the last one is the shade Indio. This also looks like pressed glitter. Oh my gosh, it says pressed glitter. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh boy. That's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Woohoo! I'm looking forward to using these on my eyes. All right, now the last eyeshadow palette is by Full Moon, Orb of Light. Let's do this one. Black Moon Cosmetics. That's the company, Black Moon Cosmetics. Okay, let's see. Which ones do I want to swatch? They're all of, I mean, this looks like the one by Color Drain, doesn't it? Kind of does to me. I'm gonna swatch it. I don't think I'm gonna swatch it because, I mean, I swatched these shades previously, but here's what it looks like. The Black Moon Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. For foundation, I have the MAC Studio Fix foundation in here. I do have the Guerlain foundation. This is L'Essentiel foundation, the Natural Glow foundation. I do really like this one. All of the foils I've tried from it, I did really enjoy it. For concealer, I have two. I have the Prolong Wear Concealer by MAC, and I have the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate. For primers, I pulled in two. I pulled in the Beauty Blender Opal Essence Serum Primer, and I pulled the Vitamin Glow by Smashbox. I haven't tried either of these previously, so I hope I enjoy them. And for a setting spray, I pulled in the Jane Iredale Pomist Hydration Spray. It does say on it, let's see, here it says spritz to hydrate skin and to set mineral powders. So I hope it works as a setting spray. Otherwise, I'll just have to use, I'll reach for my my panning setting sprays. Now let's go ahead and do the lippies. Okay, so here are the lippies all swatched. Let's go ahead and talk about them. I'm gonna start with this one. This is by Bobbi Brown. This is the Crushed Oil Infused Gloss, and this is the shade Hot Streak. I do know that I have one of these different shade. I do really like the formula. So there's that one. Right next to it is by Pop Beauty, and this is the shade they're Permanent Pout, and this is the shade Razzle Rose. That's over here. Right next to that is by Too Faced, the Melted Matte, and the shade is Hot Toddy. Right over it is by Kokie Cosmetics, and this is the shade Ocean Feel. This one over here is by Pat McGrath, and this is the Blood 2 Gloss. Moving on to over here, this is the shade Christy by Pat McGrath as well, and this is the matte prints. It's really pretty. I did really enjoy it when I used it. The one over here was a little bit underwhelming when I was swatching it. This is the shade Ladybug. It's a luster lipstick by MAC, but barely like swatched. Hopefully it's better on the lips. Over here is by Kokie, and that's the Arctic Holiday, the shade 02. Right over here is Pat McGrath Lip Lacquer, and that's the shade Celestial Ruby. It's intense. And then the last one I swatched here was the Lip Balm by Rare Beauty. And this shade is Thankful. It's over here. This concludes my video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this Shop My Stash. Again, if you enjoyed it, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please make sure to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.